Namaste. Welcome to day 5, Backbends. Today we'll be learning 3 foundational backbends to insert into our yoga practice. We'll start by learning Sphinx pose with our bellies on the mat, then move into camel pose on our knees, and then lastly finding bridge pose on our backs. Backbends improve our posture and our spinal health, as well as enhance our lung capacity and breath awareness. So pulling in everything that we learned from over the past 4 days into this practice and really being intentional with our movement. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and find a comfortable child's pose. Switching up the variation today, keeping the knees together and allowing the hips to fall back onto the heels. This is going to improve the stretch in through the lower back, which we're going to be needing as we find these back bends. As well, keep the arms by the side, palms facing up, and let the shoulders drip over the knees. Allow the forehead to connect to the mat as you gently close your eyes. Starting by tuning right into that breath. With every inhale, feel the belly expand on the thighs, feel the ribs broaden. And as you exhale, nose or mouth, feel your body deflate. Taking a few breaths just like that. On your next inhale, extending the arms out in front of you, pressing up onto the hands and knees, wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, finding some movement, cat and cow. As you inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, look up, imagine the back of the head touching the tailbone, and as you exhale, chin to chest, cat, press the floor away. Inhale to cow, drop the belly, arch the spine, look up. Exhale it out, chin to chest, press the floor away, pull the belly button into the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine, tabletop position, extending out the arms in front of you and dropping down onto your elbows. This is coming into Sphinx pose, so bringing the toes to touch, maybe rocking the hips left to right. Allow the low back to be soft. There's really no tension in the glutes. Shoulders are away from ears. You're creating space between the shoulder and the ear as you press down through the elbows, opening up and broadening through the chest. Gaze is out in front of you. And as you exhale, bring the chin into the chest and stretch now through the back of the cervical spine, the back of the neck. Breathing in to the neck. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the sky. Now breathing in through the throat. Exhale, release back to neutral Sphinx, letting the belly continue to melt and soften. And exhale, bring the hands by the side. Press yourself up into cobra, straightening through the arms, shoulders pressing away from ears. Gentle broadening, opening through the chest. Allow the glutes to continue to be soft. And exhale, we'll press back into our closed leg child's pose. Arms extended out in front of you or down by your side. Inhale, lifting the head up and dropping yourself back onto your elbows and your belly for Sphinx pose yet again, doing 2 rounds of each posture like we have done in our previous days. And exhale, draw the chin into the chest, stretch through the back of the neck. Let any tension in the low back and the glutes release. Inhale, chin to the sky, opening through the throat, breathing in to the ears. And exhale, lower down. Draw the hands back as you straighten through the elbows. Palms pressing down, shoulders pressing away from ears, cobra. And exhale this time, tucking the toes, pressing back into downward facing dog. Walking out the dog, wagging the tail left to right, shaking the head yes and no, taking any authentic movement for you. Inhaling to the tiptoes and dropping the knees in the center of the mat. As you inhale, come to stand on the knees. If you need a blanket underneath the knees, go ahead and putting that there now. And setting up for camel posture. So a back bend here. You're going to put your right hand back on your right ankle and just reach back as close as you can. Toes are tucked. I like to do a nice big circle with my arm to open up my shoulder. As I begin to shift my weight back onto that right hand, it's hinged and connected on that right heel. When you're pressing the hips forward, you can go ahead and reach that left arm up and back if that feels comfortable for you and you're there. Beautiful. And just continue to open in through the heart and press the hips forward. Doing great. Exhale, we'll come back through to center. This time we'll switch onto the other side. So left hand comes onto that left heel. Again, you can just grab right back forward or you can take a big circle, doing what your body is comfortable today and meeting yourself where you are. Pressing the hips forward. If you have that right arm up and back, feel the stretch in through the armpit. Breathe into the lungs, breathe into the chest. Remember, we're creating space in the front of the body with these back bends. Exhale, come back through to center. Tucking the toes and finding our closed leg child's pose. Arms by the side, forehead down, close the eyes, connect to the breath. Inhale, straightening the arms out in front of you and pressing yourself back into downward facing dog. Inhaling to the tiptoes and dropping the knees down into the center of the mat, coming to stand up on the knees and preparing for half camel dynamic posture, so rotating from one side to the other with a bit more speed. Inhale, drop back onto that right heel, open up, press the hips forward, exhale through to center. Inhale, left side, open the wing, open the chest, exhale through to center. Switch, right side, inhale, exhale through to center. Inhale, left side, press the hips forward, exhale through to center. Last round, inhale, right side, and hold. Continue to engage the glutes, squeezing them to press the hips forward. Exhale back through to center. Inhale, left side. Again, holding the posture but not the breath. Squeeze the glutes. Engage the right hand. Fingertips reaching out behind you. And as you exhale, come back through to center, hands at prayer. An option to continue to take half camel or find full camel, toes tucked, Both hands come onto the heels and you press the hips forward. Continue to press the hips forward all the way until you start to feel that there's space for you to drop the head back, opening through the throat. The breath has to be fluid in this posture to avoid any dizziness. So continue to breathe into it, pressing through the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together, engaging through the glutes. And if you found that slowly, gently, safely coming out of it, to sit back onto your heels and find our closed leg child's pose. Great job. Staying connected. On your next inhale, planting the palms down into the mat, tucking the toes and pressing back to downward facing. Inhale to the tiptoes, bend the knees, and walk your feet all the way up towards the top of the mat. Finding a deep forward fold ragdoll, bending through the knees, grabbing elbow to elbow, and allowing the head to drop over the legs. Feeling the belly expand into the thighs as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel your head come closer to the ground. Allow the upper half of the body to be heavy and hang over the legs. Using the breath to soften, using the breath to melt. Getting a deep release through the low back. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. And exhale, lowering the bum down to the ground and lowering all the way onto your back. Keeping the soles of the feet into the mat as we set up for bridge pose. Taking an inhale, filling up the belly. And exhale, letting it release. Nose or mouth. Setting up for bridge pose, making sure the low back is anchored into the ground. So we're connecting all vertebrae and the spine, feeling them on the mat. Firmly press the soles of the feet into the mat, all 10 toes. And on your next inhale, start to lift the hips high off of the mat. You're squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, engaging through the quads, pressing the feet down into the mat to lift the knees higher. With the hands by the side, you're pressing down into the shoulders, lifting the chest. Chin is in towards the chest. Either close the eyes or gaze towards the belly button. Another inhale, lift higher, press down into the feet. And exhale as you lower vertebra by vertebra. Your lower back is going to be the last thing to hit the mat. Take some windshield wipers left to right with the knees. Inhaling the knees back through to center, setting up again for bridge pose. Knees high like mountains. Connect low back and all vertebra into the mat, engaging the core. And on your next inhale, press down through the feet, lift the hips high, squeeze the glutes, engage the quads. And you can keep the hands by the side or you can walk them underneath your body, interlacing the hands. So that way you can press down through the fist to encourage the opening of the chest, the heart, and the hips. Chin is in towards chest. Gaze is open towards the belly or eyes are closed. Holding the posture, but not the breath. Last inhale, lift the hips high. And if you have the hands clasped, exhale, slowly release down back to the mat. Vertebra by vertebra, low back is the last thing to hit. Windshield wipering the knees left to right. Inhale, hugging the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the shins, maybe gently rocking left to right, or finding a static pose. Releasing the soles of the feet together, knees fall out wide, coming in for butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing one hand onto the heart, one hand under the belly, but let the elbows remain connected in the mat. Finding some deep diaphragmatic belly breaths like we did in day 4. Intentionally bringing breath into the stomach, filling it up with air with every inhale. And as you exhale, actively releasing any stress in the body, any muscles in the face, stress in between the hips and the groin, in the feet, in the hands. Every inhale is an invitation to breathe into all areas of your body. And every exhale is an opportunity to let go. Drawing the knees together and rolling onto your right or left side for fetal position, using the arm as a pillow. Just taking this time to thank yourself for showing up for day 5, showing up here for yourself, to honor your body as the temple that it is. Inhale, gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position to find our close for day 5. Bringing the hands together at prayer center, recalling back to our intention from day 1 and bringing that into our heart, bringing that into every breath. Inhaling our thumb knuckles up to our third eye forehead center. And exhale, we bow our heads as together we say, Namaste. Congratulations on completing day 5. You're doing great with the consistency, and really that is where you're going to see the biggest change, is just showing up every day for yourself. I'll see you in day 6, where we're going to be putting this all together for a full flow. I'm really excited for this day. Thanks for being here, and if you know anybody else looking to lose weight through yoga, please send them this playlist. Have an amazing rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in day 7. Namaste.